Guys, so today's video is going to be slightly different. I'm going to be discussing topics around miscarriage, endometriosis versus endometriitis, and really what's been happening with me. These topics are very sensitive. Please do listen at your own discretion because I understand that it can be very hard to hear. So I completely understand if you're not able to watch this video. I won't take no offense. So if you are a regular viewer, you would have already known that I spoke openly about having a few miscarriages last year. I sadly had another miscarriage at the beginning of this year, and my miscarriage then ended in March, and I started my new job in April. Everything was going well, but I was bleeding continuously for about 16 days. I knew that I needed to be seen to, but I didn't want to take any time off. But ultimately, I knew I wasn't able to do the job. I was tired all the time, and I actually had bled so much that I was feeling like I was going to faint a few times within the training sessions. So I spoke to my manager, who advised that I phone the hospital right away. I did phone the early pregnancy clinic, and just on a whim, they said, "Katrina, come on in. I know you're discharged from us because your last pregnancy ended on the 31st of March, but we'd be more than happy to see you just to make sure that there's nothing left behind from your last pregnancy." So I right away went the following day, got a scan, and they found out that I had endometriitis. So endometriitis essentially is a bacterial infection that lives in the uterus, and sometimes you'll have no symptoms at all, and in my case you will bleed on and off or consistently bleed and have light pain in your stomach. And of course endometriosis is very painful, and it is blood and tissue that grows outside of the uterus, which of course you need an operation to get rid of. But in this case, for endometriitis, all you need is a course of antibiotics. I also wanted to mention that with endometriitis, you do get night sweats, and they can be very confusing because if you've just gone through a miscarriage, night sweats are quite common because your hormones are all changing and everything's going back to normal again. However, this just didn't feel right for me. It was completely out of the norm. I was waking up throughout the night like drenched, had to get changed, had to change the bed sheets. It was really uncomfortable. But I just want to spread awareness because I haven't seen anyone talk about it before. And I also didn't realise that you could get this infection by, the likes of if you've had a D&C, if you've recently given birth, anything like that can cause you to get a bacterial infection in the uterus. So from someone that's had endometriosis and endometriitis and several miscarriages, I'm here. If any of you have experienced that and you would like to talk, just drop a comment or a private message and I'd be more than happy to connect with you. But thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you up on a more positive video very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.